Hi, Pep. I suppose it's not just this season, but away from home, you seem to like the team to have more passes, more control, and at home you've been able to be more aggressive. How does it work for finals at different stadiums with not one set of fans more than the other? How do you approach it for this kind of game?
Yeah, I think in the final always there are moments. There is not just in one direction. So because the opponents are good, emotions are there. So, but yeah, we try to play a game where we feel more comfortable with the team, with the lineup. We're going to play more comfortable. Sometimes we wanna play in one way and we are not able to do it, you know. And final is not second options, so it's final, and especially I would like to see the team when in comfortable moments, the moments that maybe we don't feel good being stable, and say, okay, you have time, we keep going, no complaining much, and go to the next action. So I think the finals who's more stronger in a mentality issues is the team who is closer to win the finals.
Hi, Pep. You mentioned in the previous days how much was important to get a mental break before playing a final. I was curious about your mental break and if you think the players had the mental break that they needed.
They trained really good these 2 training sessions. That's all I can say. Yeah, good mood in everywhere, in the locker room and on the pitch, and yeah, I think I don't have to tell them. We know we're playing for. It's a final FA Cup against United and the chance to add another title of the season. So this is the mentality that we have right now.
Without maybe giving too much away, but you say Manchester United is obviously different than Inter Milan. What do you think your team can change to play United and win, and then play Inter Milan and win?
Every team play in different shape, defensively, offensively, and especially the quality of the players. So everyone is, every team is completely. Even sometimes with the same team, with the same manager, 1 week for the other one, they change 2 or 3 players. The team is completely different. So analyze the team, expecting a little bit the lineup, but we'll know it tomorrow exactly, and try to impose our game to do what you have to do.
Pep, you said last week that you were on about the importance of disconnecting from football and giving yourself 2 days off, and the players as well. During that 2-day period, could you completely switch off from thinking about these 2 finals? No.
No, because I didn't know Inter much, so I spent a little bit time one day I have to watching as much games as possible, and after review the games we play against them, our build up, our pressing, and especially what they do right now in the last 3, 4, 5 games. United play, and yeah, just to know it. So when you play the finals, I'm pretty sure the players as well. So the players go maybe day off, but they are thinking in the finals. They are not in 2 weeks. They will be in 10 days. They will be in holidays, and after 1 week, 10 days will be holidays, and after there is a moment that everyone has to disconnect.
I saw that you went to an Elton John concert, and the players went to watch Coldplay, I think, as well. Is that an important kind of way of sort of switching up?
When you have this in this city, these 2 events, the 2 first, the legend, or one of the legends, it's Sir Elton John. So I had the opportunity, to go to see him, and of course the players Coldplay. It was a fantastic, show with everything. So yeah, I have to use it. Yeah, it's good. Come on. So at the end is, you can be at home watching some movie. You can be in a concert enjoying the good talent musicians.
Hi, Pep. When you lost to United in January, they hit you with a number of counter-attacks. Rashford, Garnacho in behind. That's where the 2 goals came from. Is there anything you can do slightly differently tomorrow to make that less effective?
Listen, since I played against United for a long time ago, when Sir Alex Ferguson was appointed manager, the biggest threat that United had every time I played against them, with Mourinho was there and the next manager was there, always was the counter transitions. I think it's in his DNA. It's really good. But I think now I think with Eric, add some patterns, have movements, with everyone is more in the position, but the threat in behind is always there. So they attack quick, but in the same time they are able, when you defend deep, they have the quality to play in the short spaces. So they add many things, but always have been like that. So it's not. I'm not surprised at all. And of course we have to control it. We knew it when we play home in a way. But the way we played in Manchester, that we play a review yesterday. We play a really, considering the opponent, we play a really good game, even losing the game.
And just on the injuries, I know you said everyone is trained and is fit, but is there any concern that Jack and Ruben in particular, that they went almost 2 weeks without training? Are they match fit for tomorrow's game?
I'm not concerned at all. These players, they carry the bodies perfectly mentally, and if they are fit and they feel good, they will be ready.
Hey, Pep. What does the team talk look like for tomorrow? Given
Team talk?
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't think now. I'm thinking. Yesterday I spoke what we have to do in some departments today. Williams is another issue that we have to talk and training. And I will see. I not prepare much about team talks. Tomorrow depends how I feel. I don't know. Maybe I say something. Maybe I don't say anything. So I don't know.
and was there any consideration to play Ederson tomorrow? Because he played
No.
the 2019 Cup final against Watford. Was it just always going to be Stefan? And is that why Stefan's played in the last couple of weeks to get him ready for this game?
No. Play Stefan tomorrow. The Cup play really good. Stefan will play since playing FA Cup or some games in. We gave the last games to have a little bit of rhythm because Eddie has already, and he's going to play the final Champions League.
Hi, Pat. With regard to tomorrow's game specifically, what are the positive aspects of the fact that you've got another final in another week?
Yeah, win helps to win. Yeah, it's completely different competitions. The game is completely the opposite. The opponent is completely are different. So, but of course, so win is like in Premier League when you are around to win games and helps to win another one helps. It's the same with that. But just try to isolate everything, and we said to the players, isolate everything. Just try to stick what we believe and focus on what you have to do to beat them. Knowing it tactically, and of course, the finals is uncomfortable games. The opponents are more aggressive. We have to do it too. We have to make uncomfortable the game for them, and this is what you have to do.
And it can't have any negative implications. There are no negative implications of the fact that they've got this potential final.
No, absolutely not. So we didn't speak once about Inter these days. So we have Sunday off, and after we say together 3-4 days to training, and that of course I introduce what we believe Inter they are to try to beat them, but we have time. So Saturday to Saturday for us is a holiday, so a long time to prepare games. So it's not now. It's United and FA Cup deserve the full attention and full commitment, and I think the players they are completely aware of that.
Pep, in years gone by, you've kind of struggled to get through to FA Cup finals, lost a lot of semis. Similarly, in the Champions League, everyone's always talked to you about falling short in the Champions League. This year, you've got to these two finals pretty comfortably by scorelines anyway. What's different about this team compared to those previous teams? Why have you made it look so easy, even though I know it's not easy, but how have you made it look so easy getting to these finals?
Quite similar. Quite similar. So at the end, when you arrive for the last 5 years, I think, I say 4 semi-finals FA Cup, you had done it really well. But sometimes we play, I remember I said many times, the semi-finals FA Cup, playing Saturday, when we play on Wednesday Champions League quarterfinals, away, the travel, the trip, against teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal, I think strong teams, and they were better. So I'm not saying Sheffield, all respect, please, because they are new promoted and welcome to the Premier League, but of course it was different, and we spoke about that, guys, 4 years already in semi-finals. You have to make the next step. So we want to play the final FA Cup. It's an incredible event. 3 p.m. in London, so full stadium against. I mean, that moment, I didn't know we play against Brighton or United. So the finals, so we have to take it. And semi-finals, so I know my opinion. So last season was tight, and this season in the game when Madrid was tight, and here we were better. So could happen last season being in the final, and this season when Madrid scored the second goal, maybe in the first 10-15 minutes, second half there, maybe we were not able to come back. So that's why in this, like I said, final is completely different. It's how in the bad moments, like it happened, for example, in Madrid, come on, stay stable, because our momentum, always we will get it. But we are able always to create good moments during the games. And it's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure against Inter de Milan. But I said yesterday to the players, I not expect we're going to win after 20 minutes or 30 minutes. The game will be over. So this is not going to happen. You have to stick the plan, or the plan, what they do, what they have to do, adjust something, and go for it.
Pep, United as a club take enormous pride in their status as the only English club in history to have won the treble. They have an opportunity to obviously stop with you. Do you sense that makes them a more dangerous proposition for you tomorrow, that they have this obviously desire to win the cup, but there's an added bonus for them there if they win?
I didn't speak with Bruno Fernandes and company to know exactly the reason why his motto, the emotional reason why they're going to play the final. So I don't know. I could understand it. So I could understand they would not be, and belongs to them. That normal sport is like that, The records will be broken, and that belongs to us. I don't want anyone else to do it. So it's normal. That feeling, it's completely understandable. So, but it's a football game, and who will be better? We win.
And for your own fans, obviously, when Abu Dhabi bought the club in 2008, City fans have just been so used for decades in United's shadow. The tables have turned beyond their wildest expectations. Do you understand just how big this next week for them could be?
For whom?
For City fans.
For City fans, definitely. But I think they have fun these years, and they have fun this season. But I will ask to our fans behave, properly. First, and secondly, go there to enjoy an incredible event. Like they know, his players, they're going to give everything to beat Man United, and the consequences of the result, who knows it? I don't know it. Not even Erik Ten Hag knows it. So it's going to be a football game, and enjoy the moment. Tonight when the people travel, and tomorrow, unfortunately, with still a strike in the trains, and enjoy next week the same, to prepare the final, to dream, to see the team. It's the best way. You have to understand it's a football game, that everything can happen, and we're going to do everything that we have done these years to win against United. That's for sure, but it would happen against another opponent. But I understand completely for the City fans, like you say, we're in the shadow for decades, behind United, play the first time in our history FA Cup against them. For them as well, the first time. So try to do, the best game as possible. So I would say have fun, enjoy the right portion of beers before the game, and that's all, and enjoy it.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.